The Inner Game of Wrestling. There's a great book I recommend everyone read. It's not that, it's real thin. It's considered one of the best books ever written on performance in sports and getting into what they call flow. And it's called The Inner Game of Tennis. And you can learn a lot as a coach and a parent and a kid. Have your kids read this. Some people say they don't have time. Put it on, buy a book on tape for $10 and you listen to it while you play video games. Have your kids listen to it in the car. Maybe if the family's driving somewhere and to see grandma. Just put the book on and listen to it for 3 hours on the way. If you really work at performing at your best like you do, wrestling technique and drilling and lifting weights and conditioning and going to all the tournaments and all the summer camps, all those things are vital. But if you really learn to figure that part of it out, and you don't have to always hire a sports psychologist or someone, we have a download on our website, perlerwrestling.com. It's called Winning the Mental Game. I wrote it like 20 years ago. It's pretty good. In fact, Drake University uses that. I signed a release like in 2009. I assume they still use it. I'm not sure. But just giving them the rights to use it because they have a master's degree in coaching program, and they decided that the program director liked my booklet on that side of wrestling. So they use my Winning the Mental Game download in or packet, you could say, in their master's degree program. At least they did. So it's something I've been interested in for decades, and one of the secrets I think is that we spend a lot of time with our kids. And I have a lot of real world experience, having been on Oklahoma State's wrestling team, and we're on 3 national championship teams and whatnot. Been around some great wrestlers, so just besides all the years I spent coaching and learning from others and studying and reading, I'm always reading and studying stuff. But I think that's one of the secrets to success, obviously, of anyone, but especially the coaches and the programs that actually pay attention to those kind of things. But the Inner Game of Tennis is very good, and I would recommend everyone get it, because what it says is, you have your controlling self, and then you have your kind of subconscious self that just kind of lets things go, and a good analogy would be if I'm trying to catch a fly out of the air or even touch it, it could be very difficult. But if I'm sitting here typing and a fly flies by and I react and hit it, that's kind of more of what a wrestling match is taking place. So you got to they call it self-one. Take self-one, the control freak, out of the equation, and just let yourself play tennis. Let it go. Let go of all the BS and all the baggage and all the stress and all the worry, and you can enter into a state of flow. But the Inner Game of Tennis is fantastic. I would recommend it to anyone, and you can certainly relate that to wrestling very easily. And I would encourage you guys to attack your wrestling career. It'll be over before you know it, and you don't want to be one of those people who are running around bitter because they didn't have a career to be proud of. And I know I don't, and I know some people that don't, and I know a whole lot of people that do. So take the bull by the horns, and that might be a very good resource for you to start attacking that side of your wrestling game, the side that's ignored in high school and youth and middle school, but in the college level or at the Olympic Training Center or even the professional athletes, they spend a lot of time developing that side of their game. And there's so much free information out there that in affordable books, there's really no shortage of information. It's just who wants to get off their butt and go get it. And if you're motivated, that's a good resource, The Inner Game of Tennis.